to, it wasn't even unknown to me. The secret speaker will deliver his or her interesting, fabulous speech. Then our participants of the evaluation contest will have to evaluate the speech. What do I mean by evaluating? So the secret speaker delivers and the evaluators will just express their opinion on pros and cons, whether it contained like a personal story, whether the speaker used gestures, vocal variety, etc., whether there was an eye contact, whether there was an interaction with the audience. By the way, we have 6 evaluators. Yeah, 6 evaluators. 2 of them are online, 4 of them are here. We have defined the sequence of the evaluators. I'm also here to remind that evaluators will have from 1 minute to 1 minute and 30 seconds to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We have our timers here to follow these time limits. But as it was an international speech contest, I should also invite to the stage our chief judge. Please welcome Anya Setyashenko. No contest goes without you.
Thank you, Yura. Dear friends, just to confirm as a chief judge that all the judges who are secret today at our evaluation contest are eligible to participate. They are duly instructed and they are ready to provide their evaluation. So here we can start. Yura, the stage is yours.
Thank you again. We have counters, the same counters. Mykola here and Oля Veresyuk. Oля is here, yeah? I saw her. Ah, yeah. Yeah. The same timers. Please raise your hands, Volodya and Roman. We have online timer, Sergei Radchenko. Yeah, I see you. So, and we have very special role for this contest. Sergeant at Arms, are you with us? Luda? This is you have a very special duty for today. Yeah, you know, you will have to take people. So we will listen, no, a little bit later, we will listen to the speaker. The evaluators will listen, then prepare their notes for 5 minutes, and then one by one they be invited to make the evaluation. I hope everything is clear, or no? Is it clear? Yes. Guys, we have a very secret speaker. Very. Just guess whether this person is from our club. Yes or no? No? From which club? How come you know that? I haven't even known this till today's morning. Okay, I'm happy to announce and to introduce and invite to the stage our secret speaker, Viktoria Baliuk. What would be your decision? What would be your decision, Viktoria Baliuk? Yeah, like this.
Does it work?
Yeah. Let me check.
It works.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
attach it somewhere here. Let me check whether it's blue. Yeah, it's blue.
Okay.
The honorable guests and dear audience, today I'm going to represent you one fabulous case. And let's imagine that you are a court, and you have to provide both the applicant and the respondent with their right of fair trial. After my speech, I will ask you a question. What would be your decision as a court in this case? But first of all, I have to provide you with a few facts that certainly will influence your decision. As the applicant, we have the Union of Ambrosia, Ambrosia A applicant. As a respondent, we have the Republic of Romania, a respondent. In most cases, the applicant comes to the court first. And in our case, in your case, the applicant asked you calmly to decide the case because it stated that Republic of Romania violated its maritime rights, abused the rights, the obligations, and the power. The respondent, for sure, will reject all of the claims made on behalf of the applicant. But about what do they have a dispute? The applicant came to the court because the respondent started issuing of fishing licenses within the Triton Shoal. And from perspective of the applicant, this territory belongs only to the applicant. And only the applicant can fish within this territory. And the territory is about 200 nautical miles. The respondent answered that no, this territory is not the exclusive economic zone of the applicant because it's a high seas. It means that this territory is open to all of the states and you can fish whatever you want. As you understood, this dispute about the fish. But why? The reason is that 40% of the respondents' GDP is reliant on its fishery activities. In the case of the applicant, it's only about 200%. A huge difference. And why we are talking about these 200 nautical miles? 200 nautical miles more, less, it does not make any difference. You have the high seas. The explanation is simple. Because all of the fish, a yellowfin tuna, is located only in this and within these 200 nautical miles. And you have to resolve this dispute. The applicant came to the court and based its claim only on its national legislation. In international law, we have the treaties, conventions, the practice of the states. And applicant said, we do not like these rules. We want to establish our own rules. And therefore, we decided that we can change the international law only by our unilateral actions. And they decided on the 1st November 2015, that is mentioned in the statement of agreed facts, especially paragraph 9, that they can establish a new international order just by their national legislation. And the respondent in this case stated, we did not violate any maritime rights of the applicant because we were governed by the rules of international law. We both signed the treaty and we have the method of delimitation of our baseline, that is ambulatory baseline approach. It means that your baseline is dependent on the low water line near the coast. And it means that your baseline reflects the sea level rise. That was the issue, and that is the issue in this case. But the applicant, surprisingly for us, just stated that we have to fix our baselines, and therefore all of the fish will be in our exclusive economic zone, and we will not have any rights to fish. To conclude, in this case, we have two sides. The first side, the applicant, was governed only by its national laws, national legislation, and came to the court, to you, to international court, to ask to decide in favor of the applicant just based on the national law that does not create any obligations for all other states within the region. And you have the respondent, the state that is governed by international law that deems that it shall not follow the national legislation of one state. What would be your decision in this case? Please raise your hand if you would decide that in this case, the correct shall be the applicant. Two people. And the respondent? Okay, more people. And what is the main idea that you can grab from this situation? We had a lot of people who did not vote at all. Maybe you did not understand the full situation. It could be. It could be. But also, there you can have a piece of advice. For example, when you do not understand the situation because it's complicated or you didn't not have a lot of facts or enough amount of facts to decide the case as it was in this situation, because I provided only with facts that could be convenient for the respondent, but not for the applicant. And you did not see the whole situation as it could see the court. And obviously, 7 minutes is not enough to decide the case. You had lack of time. Please, when you see the case, when you have to take the decision and you do not have the time, take your time, as did the most part of you. Wait, think carefully, and after this, decide.
Thank you. Thank you, Viktoria. Thank you very much. So now we'll have 5 minutes for preparation for our evaluators. I would like to ask our evaluators to avoid such sensitive topics like politics, religion, and sex. Please make sure they avoid it. and physiological topics. Okay. And now I am asking, yes, I am asking Sergeant-at-Arms to take our participants out of this room for them not to hear other evaluators. We're going to have 5 minutes for preparation. And the sequence is the following. The first will be Orest Logunov. The second, Nataly Parubocha. The third, Dec Cluckey. The fourth, Dmytro Nazarenko. The fifth, Artem Pavlii. And the sixth, Lesia Yurchyshyn. I have to make sure that Lesia leaves the room. Yeah? Yeah, okay. So we are having this 5 minutes for us. Guys, let's have some improvisational part. Why not? You'll be given an opportunity to come here and shine like a diamond, like Oksana told. I have to ask our two participants, by the way, Orest and Dec, to join the breakout room. Orest? Just
if I'm number one evaluator, do I need
issues.
to join?
Yeah, I have it. And it's our Telegram chat. Have you got it? You have it. 5 minutes of preparation. Yeah. Let me. So let's say you are leaving and we can start this 5 minutes. Yes. Timers. Please start right now. 5 minutes. Okay? And guys, we're going to have this improvisational part because we have 5 minutes. I would ask I would ask you some questions. What is the most memorable contest you've ever participated in? Have you ever participated in any memorable contest? Dima, are you ready? It's not table topic, not just, yeah, not international speech, any other contest. It could be sport, it could be anything else. It could be mafia, it could be, I don't know. Try. I'm giving you the microphone, by the way.
Thank you very much.
It was singing, perhaps.
Okay. I think nobody knows that I'm a former tennis player.
Wow.
So, and when I was youth, I played a lot of different tennis tournaments. And one of the memorable, it was tournament in France, in Alps. I was 13, I guess, and me and my club mate, yeah, from Ukraine as well. We met each other on this tournament for the, I don't know, the match for the last place. It was so we lost anything, and we met for the last play for 15th, I guess, and it was fun situation. It was really really challengeable match because it was derby because we are from the one club, you know, and the match is going around 2 hours, you know. It was very hard. It was very emotional. Lucky the rackets not broken on this time, but yeah, it was fun situation.
Okay.
So it's ended.
Good. Thank you, Dima. So despite you lost everything, it was still memorable. Yeah. You haven't won anything. Okay, pretty good. Any volunteers to answer the same question? No volunteers. Okay, I will ask another one. If you could create a brand new contest, what would it be about? And what would the prize be? It's easy question. I would invite all the countries to supply all the armors, for instance, and okay, it's a bit political, but destroy more and more Russian equipment. But but you have to create your own contest. Are you ready? Yeah. No or yes? No. Thomas. But make sure you're ready for the next question. Yeah.
All right. If I could create a new contest that nobody's thought about, that's unfathomable, and nobody has ever mentioned before, I have no idea what that would be. However, I think we could start with some different areas. Would it be a physical contest? Would it be a contest of wits? Would it be a contest of creativity? Painting? I don't know. Maybe it could go on and on and on, or maybe there are segments of it. And that's what I would do.
For the same question? Wow, Oksana, please welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so my name is Oksana. It's quite difficult to create a new contest right now because we almost have everything nowadays in our world. But even I don't know if maybe such contest exists, but I'm not sure about it, so I will offer it. So the contest of boredom. Why? You know, because when I learned math at school, for me, the most interesting stuff was something controversial, right? So when you push people to be maximum boring they can be, you can find out such a potential of creativity. that would never appear before. Because when you try, when you are afraid, they say, make it maximum. So I'm just drizzling, I'm just so afraid. You cannot be maximum afraid, So when you're afraid, you try to calm down. No, your heart beats really hard, you can't do anything about it. But when you try to maximize it, okay, you can die, okay, so it won't happen. So the same, if we will just imagine the contest of boredom and people are trying to be the most boring people ever, I'm sure we will find new ways for the creativity, a way out to win our procrastination. And I'm sure we will find new ideas. So thank you. This is my idea.
This is a very cool idea. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you very much. One question, please. Okay, fine. Already? It's over. Unfortunately. We have just had... Okay then. So, we have to listen to our evaluators. Are you ready, guys? Yes? The first one is going to be Orest Logunov. And Orest Logunov is online. We have to make sure that we would hear him. Dennis, please tell me. Orest, are you with us, by the way? We're not starting, just to check. Are you with us? Can you just say something? Orest?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
We cannot hear you, by the way. Maybe...
I'm here talking to you. I can hear you.
Dennis. It's testing again. Orest? Tell us something. We are still faxing. Orest, are you with us? No. Oh, so we have to find another evaluator. Evgeny, are you ready? Not yet? Oh, I can see Orest, but I'm not sure whether I can hear Orest.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Repeat it once again.
I'm talking to you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. I'm just switching off the microphone and we will give the floor for you. Are you ready, by the way?
I just finished my speech already.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello? Anyone home? Just cannot.
Orest, you can start.
Okay.
You can start.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You can start.
I hear you. Okay. So that speech was probably one of, on top of my own personal golden collection, top 100 platinum speeches of this morning. She was amazing. She managed to present dull, legal bullshit case as something very juicy, something really big conflict with the having its own dynamic. This is 200 miles dispute made the whole controversial, and all arguments of both sides are very valid and very valuable. Second good thing I like about this speech is that she managed with such initially dull topic to engage the audience and to engage them into the dialogue, asking them what would be decision if they were the judge and two people made one decision, the rest of the audience, as far as I can see from here, which is not quite far, I have to say, made opposite decision. So engaging the audience for such case is probably one of the best things you can do to make people listen to your speech. Things I would do differently to make this outstanding speech even more better. Number one, I would suggest to give some sense, some flavor of the cost of the case. Let's consider this is like $200 million case. That makes case even more valuable. It is not just dispute about some 200 miles, but it's a dispute about $200 million or some other figure, just to present and to say, make it really valuable and to something worth to fight for. And number two suggestion is to Viktoria, when you speak to the audience also, please pay attention to those who sit on the camera. Sometimes, time after time, look at you, how do you position? Because those who've been having luck to sit on the camera side, on our side, would enjoy only your chest, like you've been talking to the audience, but we've seen on the camera only your chest, and we couldn't really see your face up to the moment the cameraman managed to adjust the camera so you will be like visible for all of us. Thank you.
Orest, thank you. So we have 1 minute of silence, by the way, for our judges. Please, timers, take 1 minute. I hope Dec hasn't listened to this evaluation. Thanks. That's pretty good. One minute is over. Luda, please make sure you invite. Yes, Nataly Parubocha. So we're going to listen to evaluation from our offline participant, from who is here, not somewhere online. Please welcome Nataly Parubocha with evaluation. Nataly Parubocha. Yeah, please attach it, and then the timers will start after.
Whose side are you gonna get? The applicant or the respondent? That was the question of the speech we heard here, as I have gathered. I have got it. And for me, the speech looked like a performance of the experienced professional attorney at the court. Everything sounded clear. Such a complicated matter was explained to us in details, articulately, so as we could understand such a deep topic. And there wasn't any word that I've missed from our speaker, Viktoria. And please, let's give her a round of applause for delivering such a hard topic to us. I think it's worth that. And I like how it sounded, and I liked that it was made so clear for us that we could get it. At the same time, when I was listening to the speech, I was thinking that I wished to listen to this speech again at a slower speed to remember everything. Because the subject chosen wasn't a bit not usual for this audience. However, it is okay. A Toastmaster can speak on everything he or she wants, whenever it doesn't offend anyone. So attorney topics do not offend any people. I think so. So what would I suggest to make it even more for audience better to get? First of all, I would choose a bit closer opening. So probably some example that is more close for people, such more clear example to understand what is that dispute for, to like compare with something. Then to take the same body is awesome, probably with some different, I would say, emotional things to like changing the path to grab even more attention. And the third thing, conclusion. Conclusion was okay. Open conclusion to make, I think. I like it. In the speeches, okay. In the movies, no. And probably something to explain. Is it working, actually? That was another option. All in all, thanks for making us think and delivering and refreshing us with such an interesting subject. Oh, sorry.
You have
Also interesting subject.
you have caught it. Such a reaction. We have 1 minute of silence, by the way, for our judges, for our secret judges. I don't know even them. Dennis, please make sure we'll be able to invite our online just in a minute. I hope the minute you have taken 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're making sure, yeah, that Dec could join us because there've been some technical issues. One minute is over. We are going to have online participant. Yes. And I'm happy to... No? He is not here. Let me check. He's not here, yeah? That's fun. That's fun. Maybe we'll skip him. Let's skip, yeah? Do you agree? It's going to be Dec. It was supposed to be Dec. He is not here. Not here. So we're going to skip him. What to do? Maybe after. Maybe later, yeah. So... I can see him here, room 2, Dec Cluckey contestant. You cannot return him. Well, you have blocked him. Okay. So it means that you are just supporting participants from Kyiv, from Ukraine, not some foreigners, because Ukrainians gonna win everything. Or
Artem, he did that when he...
Artem did it.
So all the break rooms will be closed.
So let's wait.
Yeah, I believe that he will return after this.
Maybe he will return. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Ah, I can see you. Dec, are you with us?
Oh,
Dec,
yes.
I cannot hear you.
Oh,
Maybe we should turn it on. Dec, can you hear us?
oh, yes, I can hear you.
It now
It'd
you.
be much better if you take the microphone away from your mouth,
Yeah,
please.
I have taken
Thank you. It's meant to be on your coat. Put it on your coat.
but soon I'm going to give the floor for Yuri. Just in a couple of seconds. We're just here to make sure that you are ready to provide an.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes? So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our third participant, Dec Cluckey, with evaluation. Dec Cluckey.
This probably is the most difficult evaluation I've ever given in my life because the subject is so unusual and so difficult. But let's get on to the nitty-gritty. Viktoria, great speaker, good speaker, strong speaker, with the wrong subject. Second point about Viktoria, which is, I think, is marvelous. She's got a lovely, strong voice, but more about that later. She knew about camera position. She knew about staying within the parameters of the screen. Now, a little bit of advice to Viktoria here is to, in that situation, I hope that she had some screen looking at her so she could see herself how far she could go with her hands. Yeah, she could go with her hands. A professional advice, not from me, from other people, is to make sure you always have in that situation a screen that you can refer to. And let's get on to some points of improvement. I would suggest that Viktoria look very strongly at the structure. If you're going to do a very complicated speech, and I would suggest that most of the people in the room, certainly I had no idea what she was talking about. It was something about fish. 200 fish, there was a 200% came into. I haven't the faintest idea. Was it a courtroom? Was it a judge's chamber? Was it a committee room? I would suggest to Viktoria, if you're going to do that sort of thing, describe. People love description. You know, if it's a courtroom, describe the size of it, the number of people there, the smell of it, the sound of it. And then the second thing I would say to Viktoria is watch the vocal variety. It's a great film called Margin Call. You may want to write that down. Margin Call with Jeremy Irons, where he famously said, explain to me as if I was a child or a golden retriever in the park. Great. So I would suggest to Viktoria, if you were talking to us while you were saying, and now in this courtroom, Charlie, guess what happened? The judge walked in and they were talking about 200% and 5%, and it was terrific. Doesn't that make a difference? And I would say finally, message. Start your speech with a message, end with a speech. But Viktoria, follow these points, and very soon you will be invited to the top table of great speakers. Contest chair.
Thank you, Dec. Thank you. Thank you for your evaluation. Now we are having the minute of silence. Please take 1 minute. Dima, Artem, Lesia. 1 minute is over. Yeah, we're happy to invite our fourth participant, Dmytro Nazarenko. I'm not seeing him. I hope he is not blocked somewhere. Yes. Please welcome Dmytro with evaluation. Dmytro Nazarenko. Let's make sure you attach it properly.
Yes, of course.
Somewhere here.
Yeah, of course. One moment.
Yeah, 1 moment. Please, timers, do not start.
Oh, before I press the wrong button or whatever. Yeah. Whoop. Right. First of all, a round of applause to Viktoria. Seems like I am asking to make some noise as soon as I get onto the stage. But this is well deserved, from my personal point of view. It was definitely an enjoyable and a thought-provoking speech. I have seen quite a few speeches of yours before, and I noticed the same advantages and strong points of your speeches today. Your body language, your usage of the stage, the way you used your open gestures, the movements, left and right, back and forth. I mean, those things are always outstanding. Also, generally versatile movements. Do keep it up. You also maintained eye contact. Very simple thing, but it is important for the audience not to feel left out. And this is a tool that is very important to use. Those things were very good enhancing aspects to your speech. What I would focus on, I found the speech fairly easy to follow, but if a person has little to nothing to do with law, it might be slightly hard to follow. It might be the opposite. If I were to talk about those things to an audience as the one in front of me, and I can confirm they are of different professional backgrounds, I would not exactly simplify, but look for ways or tools which would help the audience visualize what you are saying. So in this case, well, slides with projected sides with, phrases or sentences that sort of sum up what you are saying, like and when you project them onto a screen like the one behind me, that would be a decent improvement to the speech. That alone would be a great improvement. Honestly, on that note, thanks again. I will be looking forward to see more of your speeches at Toastmasters, preferably at Dnipro Hills, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dima. Please give me your microphone.
Almost forgot.
Your microphone. It's our microphone. Okay,
It's
thanks.
ours, yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, you are all encouraged to give speeches at Dnipro Hills. Yeah. We now have 1 minute of silence. Good morning. The next one is Artem. You can just Artem. The next one is Artem. One minute is over. I'm happy to invite to the stage Artem with evaluation. Please welcome Artem Pavlii.
Thank you.
Make sure that it's...
All rise, the court is now in session. Let me begin with acknowledging that this is an extremely difficult topic to cover. Following the law in a non-native language, it's hard. Viktoria did it. Viktoria did it for us, for our entertainment and enlightenment. Let's finish there. Please consider everything I'm going to say with this in mind, right? You did very, very good. You're clearly prepared and prepared hard for this speech. And that's very good. You gave us a setup. You explained what's going to happen now. And I loved the bit when you explained what's going to happen in the end. It's something like there will be tests in the end. Please pay attention. You explained the concept of high seas. Many people may not know what exactly that means. So again, very good. You interacted with the audience. You made them vote. Unfortunately, people didn't follow you quite closely to vote in mass, but you still got some disparity between one option and the other. You had good vocal variety, gestures, and what I would like to highlight specifically is your pacing. Considering the difficulty of the subject, you've selected almost perfect pacing. And I just love the way you tricked the audience in the end. You forced the audience to make the choice without giving them all the facts. With that, you led perfectly to the call to action. Do not make the call if you don't have all the facts. Unfortunately, the key problem with this speech, with your performance today, is law speak. You used law terms, applicant and respondent, and applicant and respondent, and again and again and again and again. It's ridiculously hard to follow without proper training. So here what I would suggest. Simplify. Replace applicant and respondent with two characters. Fisherman Petro and harbor master Vladimir. Having these two characters interact, then you leave all exactly the same. He wants to fish without this 30-mile radius, and the harbor master won't allow it, and then it will be easier to follow. People will understand every single bit without applicant, respondent. With that said, I rule the speech in favor of Viktoria. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Artem. Okay, it's with me. Thanks. We have 1 minute of silence. Please, timers, take 1 minute for our judges to fill in the ballots. As far as I see, 1 minute is over. 1 minute has elapsed. I'm happy to hand the microphone to our another evaluator. Please welcome Lesia Yurchyshyn. Lesia Yurchyshyn, I'm gonna
Stick it.
stick it like this.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, it should work. Yeah, you'll hear me. Great. Hello everyone. I am last but not least, and I am sure Victoria, where is Victoria? Victoria is already have had a lot of good things about her speeches and maybe some suggestions, and I just add something maybe also valuable for you as well about the speech development. Honestly, when you started your speech with a question to us, I already was prepared that it should be something very extraordinary. So I should listen very carefully because in the end we'll be voting. But when voting is finally started, I was so dive into all that process. So it was really very hard to me to raise my hand on any of this statement. So I was thinking, it was your point just to take all of us with you in all these code scenes and etc. Or it's the main point of your speech was just to tell us that in case you have not so much time to go deep into the facts, you just need to take more time, go from them from critical thinking point of view, and only after that you'll take a decision. So no one can pressure on you to make decision exactly on this point. So what was the second one? Perfect, so perfect. So in my case, everything works very well because for me it was very hard to understand the main idea of all this how to say it, applicants and correspondence case. So it's very cool thing for all of us, even if you are not, for example, was not attentive to Victoria's speech. Very often people, when they see that someone raised hand, they started to raise hand just because another one raised hand. And I am very shocked that you're not doing this in other cases, and you really just take this time, take this attention that it's not an obvious decision for any of this case, and it was a really cool practical lesson for all of us. Just take more time, take time for go deeper into this, and etc. So the main point of the speech Victoria made perfectly. I like how the original thought was. I always like when we have some professional speeches on this, because it was really professional speech from person who are studying in this field. So we have a chance to take something more, take some more knowledges, and to do it in our usual, not unusual way. It's always very beneficial for all of us. About the appearance and body language, of course, Victoria said to every one of us. And maybe just suggestion, when you make some movements on the stage, please pay attention on the other online viewers as well. Volume was good enough. Manny was very supportive, not objective on any of these things. And the all correctness and appropriateness of your speech was very good as well. So in all this, congratulations to Victoria with this good speech, and to all of us that we were listening to all of this. Thanks.
Thank you, Lesia. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We have 2 minutes of silence since it was our last evaluation, which was performed by Lesia. 2 minutes of silence. And I will ask our chief judge to count. Are you going to count here or just somewhere there?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good. So we have 2 minutes of silence. Ah. Ah, guys, I have to mention one thing. You are still into our Telegram chat, and perhaps you would vote for the best evaluation. Make sure you vote for the best evaluation. You have your phones. Have you voted, by the way? Is there a voting in our chat? Yeah, it is in our Telegram chat. It is in our Telegram chat. Nataly, I will ask you one question and give 2 seconds. Are you all right? Tell me, please, how over? Да. 2 minutes are over. 2 minutes are over, and I have to tend to our online participants. And we will start with Dec. Dec, I am going to present you with certificates of participation in the International Speech Contest and Evaluation Contest. But before you get these certificates, they're here, and they're here, they're for you. Like this? Maybe I should take it away. They're yours. And a question for you. What should the master do at the age of 100?
What should I do at the age of 100?
And as a Toastmaster, or your friend that you...
If I was at an age of 100 and I was a Toastmaster and I was lying there, I would say, I just hope I wake up. Because at 100 it's very hard to wake up. But I once saw somebody in a mortuary lying there on the slab. Do you understand what I'm talking about? On the slab in the mortuary. And somebody said beside me, said, I think I heard him say, am I sleeping? The 100 is a great age to get to, but a friend of mine who got to 100 looked at me and said, Dec, it's a great age, but I would advise you never get to this age. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dec. Yeah, round of applause for you. Alexander Miranchuk, are you with us? Yeah, you're with us. I can see your picture. And the certificate for you. The certificate of participation. Can you see it? Like this. Alexander, you should be smiling. Maybe you're going to win. Yeah, it's yours. And the question for you, I have had many of your speeches and many of the topics are quite original. How come do you come up with these original ideas? What inspires you? Alexander, we cannot hear you. Just a second. Maybe you have muted yourself because we cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yes, it's on my side. Sorry for that. Can you hear me now?
So you can
hear
start.
me now? Okay. So where I get these topics, actually, it brings to me something like a random topics. Let me explain a bit. I have my journal when I note something interesting that happened during the day, of some kind of interesting idea that just came to my mind. And then I select the most interested and relative. Sometimes I have just an idea, but I don't explode and I don't expand this to something bigger like a story or maybe speech. And this all happens very randomly, but in the same times, it's quite interesting because you can have lots of interesting ideas, but then you just forgot all of them. But if you know them in your journal, you can recall them later and create some kind of interesting speech. So this is my like a small recipe how to get lots of different topics and prepare a new speeches.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a very good idea to write down your ideas like in a copybook or in a journal like Alexander told us, or maybe in your phone, in your notes if you have it. Okay. Now we are moving to Orest. Orest, are you with us? Yeah, Orest, we have a certificate for you. Yes.
Thank you.
Will you take a picture? We're going to take a picture with you. Lesia is going to take.
One day. If they all of me get out of the prison.
Just a second. We cannot hear you.
It's good that you don't hear me.
Yeah. The certificate is yours. And the question for you. I don't think it was the dullest legal case. Maybe you have come over or faced any other, the strangest and the dullest. Can you share with us?
Sure. I've got the biggest case in human history, Naftogaz versus Gazprom. The Guinness Book, like $80 billion case. Whatever is case, other cases, they are lower than this one. And that was really dull. That was really bullshit. I mean, we've been working few years in a row to fight Gazprom guys. We managed to kick their asses and get out of that lockout as a winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Orest. Yeah. Hope to see you offline here next time. And thanks for sharing this.
If they get me out of this prison, I will come to you.
We're moving forward then. Now we have our speakers and evaluators who are here in this room. Yes. We have very patient speaker.
Нам сертифікат участі, значить, що ми не переможемо по сертифікату.
Please welcome Lesia Yurchyshyn.
Переможця. А, добре. Ну, я думаю, що вони виграють, да. Ну, а в кінці всім скажуть, типу, всі.
Всем спасибо, но Орest, як всегда, всіх роз'їбав.
Ні, я сьогодні не роз'їбав, я сьогодні погано. Ну, я, до речі, дуже ще.
If you were not at all.
My speech, today's speech was about cases
Це, до речі, дуже влучно. Знаєш, коли людина всередині аудиторії, вона говорить про живу людину, коли я з екрану, мене майже не видно, я сам себе не бачу на екрані. Тобто, я говорю, ну,
to fight. The reason to be patient. Your life will change.
Ти не відчуваєш цей вайб.
This one, yeah, it's with me already.
Ну що, сідаємо їсти? Як ти?
Okay, I have forgotten. Thanks for reminding.
Давай, діставай.
You are so tough. Okay.
Та ні, мене на вечір нагородять.
Okay. I'm going to invite you to the stage.
Сідай сюди, а
Оксана.
я сяду, якщо не нагородять, я зможу включити.
I'm going to give you a certificate. This one is for you. Yeah.
It suits me, you know. Okay. Yeah, for sure. It's good.
When I
Thank
just listened to your speech, I found a moment that yet you were in the childhood, you had these vibrations that made you find money somewhere in the street and go to the cinema. How would you recommend to revive these vibrations? To find money somewhere?
And now it's good to open your business. And like this, you can find much more money than just on the street. So this is my idea, the great idea I can offer you here. It's like developed one.
Thank you. Yeah. I thought there is some sophisticated technique to revive these vibrations. When I go out of this cafe and I see there's a bag full of money, but it's different as far as I see. So, Nataly Parubocha, are you with us? Nataly is not with us, so we have Dima. Please welcome Dima.
Thank you.
It's cool. New generation.
Convenient.
And a question for you.
All right.
You haven't participated in international speech contests, but you have participated in evaluation. But in general, what's your favorite contest within Toastmasters and why?
Well, my answer, I suppose, would be obvious, the humorous speech contest, because life in general, regardless of what kind of a person we are, has its ups and downs, its funny and sad moments. Life is just, you know, these contrasts are just such an integral part of our lives that, being persuaded many times about this is something that I love. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Nataly, are you with us? I will have to present you with the certificates.
1, 2 certificates already.
Yeah.
Doing nothing.
Two of them.
It was nothing.
Okay.
Just a little bit tricky question. Have you ever provided a feedback on performance or just any speech or so, any behavior of your bosses? And how did they react?
I actually was on the brink of that. At one of my previous jobs, one of my superior managers, she was preparing a speech, was preparing a speech to present it on the event. Actually, we were participating, our company was participating in. And she knew that I attend Toastmasters meetings and so on and so on. And she asked me to help her and so on. But she never sent it to me. Probably she afraid that I would criticize her deadly. So that is why she decided not to be criticized. I don't know. However, I'm open to evaluate any of my bosses. By the way, at one of the events at that company, one of the managers, not my manager, but the manager of another department, presented a speech, and it was full of and it was so like, he looked like, I want to leave this stage and I just want to say my text and leave this stage. And I was looking at him and thinking, I have to offer you to suggest that you attend Toastmasters meetings. So probably next time I would be not as modest as I've been at that time and tell something to my colleague that, so suggest the person that he or she needs to improve.
Great answer, Natalie. Great answer. And another certificate goes to Artem Pavlii. I would give it to you later. I cannot be taller, I know. Mhm. Just a question for you. When I had your evaluation, I just saw that you are thinking somehow out of the box.
Mhm.
Is it like, in your case, a gift from a birth or something that you train day by day?
Oh, I'm weird like that. I'm just weird. My train of thoughts usually drives in the opposite direction that it should, and I get some weird ideas that I need to temper, like tame, and only then I can appear in public without embarrassing myself.
But how do they come up in your mind?
I don't know. I think it's just a gift. You might try to develop that kind of out-of-box thinking by broadening your horizons. Try and learn something from the field you're not proficient at all. Learn a musical instrument, read a book on quantum physics. I don't know, do something that that would be out of character for you. And by this, you might stimulate the part of the brain you're not usually stimulating.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. And now we have to provide the certificate of participation to Lesia. Please welcome Lesia Yurchyshyn. Lesia, we're going to take a photo. Thanks. We all know that you work as a teacher. Does Toastmaster influence somehow your career as a teacher, or it doesn't at all?
Thanks a lot for the question. Honestly, I always thought that Toastmasters teach me so much things that I can't not teach these things to my students at all. And yes, during all our project schools, we organize like presentation in the way like very similar to Toastmaster way. We always gave them feedbacks. I divided it into black feedback and white feedback just to encourage them to also think, not to praise, but also how we can develop together. Also, we have like a counter sometimes, a language feedbacks. It all helps. And in case we use presentation, we also have like visual visual evaluator and body language evaluator. So we started from just from 1 or 2 minute short presentation for everyone. Then we add black and white evaluators, and then we add all other team. So yes, it influences on me a lot. And my students always, when they just prepare speeches for, not for example, for lesson, for some another projects, that approach me and said, Pani Lesia, can you just look at this and tell me something, what you think about it? So yes, I'm very like confident Toastmasters speakers evaluator at my job as well. Thanks a lot.
Very good, very good. I have to turn to our chief judge, to Anya Satishenko, and please inform that, are we ready with the results?
Results.
Before we start, I have to ask you if there have been any disqualifications.
Yes, I would like to confirm as a chief judge that unfortunately we have 1 disqualification in international speech contest and 1 disqualification in evaluation contest.
So these participants are excluded from the list of winners.
Yes, unfortunately they are excluded, but here I would like to confirm that thanks to the efforts of our chief judges, thanks to the efforts of our counters, of our timers, our results of both contests, international speech contest and evaluation contest, are fair and corresponding to Toastmasters rules.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Are we ready?
Yes, are we ready? And we're going to start with an international speech contest.
We are going to start with international speech contest.
With the 3rd place.
With the 3rd place.
And the 3rd place goes to?
The 3rd place goes to Alexei Oleynikov. Our congratulations. Could you please
maybe you're in
with present?
With present, yes. This one. Thank you. This one. Oh, yeah. Who?
Now,
the second place goes to?
The 2nd place of international speech contest goes to Dec Cluckey. He's our online participant. Here is his certificate.
Dec, that's for you. We have a prize.
Congratulations.
Maybe we'll be here. Okay.
I don't know how to better to do it, but we are congratulating you.
This side. This side is better.
Should I stay? Okay. With Yura. Okay. As you wish. That smile.
Woo. And we have to announce the winner of our international speech.
Немає звуку онлайн. Звуку онлайн немає.
Please welcome and support Oksana with a video as well. Congratulations.
I'm going to present after you take a photo.
Okay. Do you know the icebreaker actually?
I will.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. My present. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So we are moving to evaluation speech contest, and we will start with the third place. The third place goes to
Place goes to Dmytro Nazarenko.
Yeah, okay, I'll be here. In the middle.
Yeah, I think so too.
We have a present for you, by the way. Here it is.
Звісно.
Congratulations. And the second place goes to
The second place goes to Dec Cluckey. I should stay here.
we have two. You have two the same prizes, by the way.
Take a photo, and I think that I should be on this side for everyone to see our winner.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. And now, who is the winner of the evaluation contest? The first place goes to
The first place goes to. The first place goes to. Do you feel this tension? The first place goes to Artem Pavlii. For you.
And this is for you in the center.
You should start.
Quantum physics or something.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Happy that you joined the contest. And you won. And now we have a people's choice. You voted, and we have to announce the people's choice of the evaluation speech contest. And it goes to the prize.
I would like to keep intrigue.
Okay. It goes to.
It goes to Artem Pavlii.
You have this.
Yeah, again. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Artem. Just a second. Please keep it for a while before you leave.
You would like to give me a present?
Yes. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being the chief judge. Thanks for being with us and for announcing the winners. That's for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. My pleasure to join you. Thank you very much. And thank you all who joined us today as a contestants, as a guest, as secret judges, timers, counters. Thank you very much for all your support. Without you, these two contests wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Nothing to add from my side. I'm very happy that our other clubs helped us with organization of this event. With no further ado, I'm going to pass the control to Dmytro Nazarenko. Are you ready? It's your show time.
All right. Well, do hope you enjoy it. Congratulations to everybody who participated at these two contests, to those who took the first, second, and third places. All that's left for me to do is to announce this contest gathering, this contest meeting as over, as adjourned. And now that that's been done, now that all the winners have been told, well, now that we know the names of the winners, all that's left for us to do is to come here for the final photo. Sorry?